Hi, my name is Siti Zulaika binti Mazlan and my ID student is 2024435302. And today I will start by explaining about the definition of training according to human resource management context. According to human resource management context, training is an attempt by organization to change its employees through training so that the employees can perform their job as efficiently as possible. And training is also believed as a key function and essential to ensure an effective operations and increase employee productivity within an organization. It is also believed that the ineffective training, such as unnecessary and not appropriate type of training methods, could lead to unnecessary training costs, and the objective of the organization will also be difficult to achieve. According to human resource management, it is also stated that if an employee does not train his employees, there will be certain costs incurred, such as payment to employee who is still under training, which may take a long time, and the cost of wasted materials, sales, customers loss, and also the escalation of accidents due to untrained workers. And besides that, it is also with cost and management time costs taken to undo the mistakes, lower morale, and eventually cause higher turnover among workers who have to work with the untrained workers. These who is involved with the implementation of training is human resource department and managers for who do not have a specialist. And training is also believed as one of the partnership, and the training have to be designed to bring out changes in attitudes, develop skills, and increase in knowledge. These elements is important so that the effectiveness of training can be measured.
Next, I will present about the benefits of trainings. The first benefit is that trainings helps to increase productivity. When employees are trained properly, they know the correct skills, procedures, and techniques. So this actually makes them more efficient, reduce errors, and also save both time and cost for the organizations. Apart from that, then training also help the employees to adapt to changes, whether it is a new technology, new management method, or even customer demands. So productivity remains at an optimal level, and this benefits both to the company and the employee themselves. The second benefit is motivations and certifications. Employees feel more motivated and appreciated when the company invests in their development. This builds a sense of a value, increase confidence, and strengthens commitment to their work. A structured trainings program also makes them understand the job rules clearly, so they are more confident and motivated. In the long run, this motivation not only improves job certifications but also creates opportunities for career growth and promotion. Benefits is that trainings keep skill and knowledge up to date. We know the work environment is always changing, especially with new technologies. So through continuous trainings, employees can learn latest techniques and also industry practices. This ensures that they stay relevant, competitive, and innovative. For the organizations, this means having a strong workforce that is able to maintain competitiveness in the global market. So, in a conclusion, training is more than just a learning process. It increases productivity, improves motivation and certifications, and keep employees' knowledge up to date. Overall, it is a strategic investment that ensures the survival and a long-term success of the organizations.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Kishatul Edlin binti Khairul Nizam. My student ID number is 2024405756. So today, I'm going to explain the systematic approach to organizing training programs. This is a structured process with 5 steps that ensure trainings meets organizational goals effectively. So, A systematic approach to training is important because it makes sure employees learn the right skills and the training supports the organization's goals. There are 5 key steps in this process, which is identify training needs, setting learning objective, designing, implementing and evaluating the training program. So, in this slide, I would present it about identify training needs and setting learning objective. So, this first step is identifying training needs. It assesses the gap between current competencies and required skills to perform specific jobs effectively. So this process includes collecting data through employee performance, reviews, surveys and feedback. For example, retail staff may need training in upselling, while warehouse worker may need safety training. By specifying the workers who need training, organizational can precisely target their efforts, which making the programs more relevant and useful. Next, we set learning objective. These objectives define what employees should learn and how they should be able to apply their skills after training. So well-defined objectives serve as a guide for designing and structuring the training program and also provide a benchmark for evaluating its success. For example, the sales teams might aim to increase their negotiation skills to boost closing rates and enhancing customer service skills. To have a clear and measurable objective makes the training more effectively and meets organizational needs. That's all from me. Thank you.
Next, we move on to the third point, which is designing the training program. Once we know the objective, the next step is designing the training program. This involves planning what content should be included, which method to use, and what material are needed. For example, some training may be more effective with workshop and group activities, while others may work better with online learning or case study. At this stage, we also decide on the schedule, venue, and duration. The goal is to make sure the program is practical, relevant, and suitable for both the organization and the participant. Move on to the next point is implementing the training program. After designing, we move on to the implementation. This is where the training actually takes place. Trainer deliver the content using the chosen method, whether through lectures, discussion, or hands-on practice. It's important to keep participants engaged by encouraging the interaction and participation. The trainer also plays a key role in guiding, motivating, and supporting the learners to ensure they are comfortable and can apply what they learn effectively. Move on to the last point is evaluating the training program. Evaluation is the stage where we assess whether the training was effective. This can be done by collecting feedback from participants through survey or tests, and by observing if there are improvements in job performance. Evaluation not only tells us if the training objective was achieved, but also help us identify areas to improve for future programs. In short, evaluation closes the loops and ensure continuous improvement in training.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Farah Fazana binti Muhammad Fansuri and my ID number is 2024284634. I will be explaining about the learning principles. First, learner motivation. People cannot be forced to learn, only to attend. Motivation is the key, whether through rewards, recognition, or career opportunities. That's why explaining the purpose and objectives clearly is essential. When training content is relevant to the job and presented in an interesting way, engagement naturally increases. Next is active versus passive learning. Research shows that learners gain more when they actively participate through activities like role plays rather than just listening to lecturers. As Sheng said, telling isn't learning. The most effective training is when learners do most of the work themselves. Third is feedback. Frequent and timely feedback helps learners correct mistakes quickly, improve performance, and retain knowledge. Technology like computer-based training makes constant feedback possible. Another principle is team learning. People often learn better in groups. Peer-to-peer teaching, cooperative activities, and team discussions not only enhance effectiveness but also boost engagement. Lastly is fun in learning. Enjoyment is not trivial. It's a powerful tool. A positive and active environment makes learning more memorable and cost-effective. Now, while learning styles like visual, auditory, or kinesthetic are popular, evidence shows that they are oversimplified. Instead, it's more effective to present knowledge in multiple ways and adapt to different contexts, rather than labeling learners. In summary, great learning happens when learners are motivated, actively involved, receive feedback, collaborate with others, and enjoy the process.
In conclusion, training does not only benefit the employers but also benefits the employee themselves, as it could increase their skills and make them stay motivated to deliver the best performance for the company. Besides that, the parties who is responsible for the training should apply the systematic approach and consider learning principles to ensure an effective training. And after each of the training session, should be evaluated to identify the necessary improvements.